Hello beautiful people, how are you doing today? I've not done a video in ages. Just thought I'd do a video while I'm having a walk. Probably noticed, chipped tooth. Gives you an idea how much I've been looking after myself since I've done my last video. But yeah, feeling great. And I suppose what I wanted to answer is why I've not done something like this in a really long time. You alright, sir?
Hello.
Not too bad, sir. And the reason why I've not done a video like this in a real long time is because I was really worried about the information I was putting out there. I'm going to really get to the point, because what I want to talk about today is depression again and suicide. And I want to make a clear distinction between these words, that I can't say anything for people who have a reason to feel these things, right? Like people who have experienced like extreme suffering to justify these thoughts. What I want to communicate is people who kind of woke up one day, started going to work, started thinking about whatever they had for breakfast, and then suddenly kill yourself. You're like, where the fuck did that come from? And at first you think to yourself, you know, I just think that. How terrible. How terrible. So you try to ignore it, and then you keep trying to ignore it, and then it happens days, and it starts to get you down. This is what I want to talk about. Because people in this situation, whenever you try to tell anyone about it, they're like, well, you clearly have no reason to think that. And that's kind of also what you want to talk about, right? And your friends and family will just further these feelings. They will kind of strengthen this voice as you realize that when you need help from the people you love, you've got none, right? You know, yeah, sure, when you was a baby, they changed your nappies and did all of this. But when you really just need a listen, an ear to talk to, it'll be really hard to find that. So this is really what I want to talk about. And personally, like, the reason why I started making videos, because what I blame for this noise in my head is quite literally out-of-body experiences, right? I've watched loads of videos, done loads of research, and I felt so annoyed that not a single one of these people thought it'd be worth mentioning. Oh, if you have an out-of-body experience, you might regret being awake. You might want to die and think, what's the point to anything? There's no point to anything. And you can feel intuitively that there's something after life. Even the word after is a very human way to interpret things. And the easiest way to interpret reality in a very non-human way is to have an out-of-body experience. You will feel things that you won't be able to put into words. You may be able to feel the bigger picture. You wake up crying every day because you can feel the suffering in the entire world, and you will hate it. You will absolutely hate it. And you will want to leave, right? I blame these voices that came out of nowhere from having out-of-body experiences, right? And the thing is, I've gotten to the point where I don't always remember my out-of-body experience, but sometimes I wake up and I know I've had one. And the point I want to get across is, you're having out-of-body experiences too, right? You're having loads. The thing is, you're just not remembering them, right? So I think we all do this. We've all got this feeling the suffering of the world, right? Maybe it's not that clear for you. Maybe you don't remember your dreams, and maybe you don't remember your out-of-body experiences. But I think, and I don't have a better word than this, but your spirit can fucking feel this, mate. You can fucking feel this, and it hurts. It really hurts. That's why it makes you want to leave, right? So that's why I started making these videos, because I thought, why the hell am I going to teach people to give themselves an ability that's going to make them want to kill themselves? I really felt really disheartened, right? You know, I felt really betrayed by the information I was reading and researching, because after having lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences, I thought this makes more sense to me than any science and any religion, because I don't have a PhD in X, Y, and Z, right? I can't prove anything any scientist says, right? And even religion, God did it, that's not good enough. Unless you tell me how, it will simply remain a dogma. That's why I like science, that's why I like religion. I kind of, you know, like and hate them both equally, right? And it comes to the point, after having out-of-body experiences, if I ain't dreamt it, I ain't believing it. To give you an example about what I mean by that, I had a dream that I was in space and I saw the sun. And the sun was white, right? The sun was white. And then I woke up later on that day, found myself reading an article that said, oh, do you know the sun's actually white? It's only yellow because of the atmosphere. What a real fun coincidences. Those fun coincidences will keep happening, right? The more you start delving into this weird and wonderful. So I guess with this video, what I wanted to say is I'm back. But what I also wanted to say is, if you are interested in out-of-body experiences, you're going to get a period, but you're going to want to die, mate. You're going to want to die, and some days you will hate being awake. I've not seen anyone else on YouTube or in forums ever really say that. And it was only recently that I discovered this term called the dark night of the soul. I'd never heard this before, right? You know, the type of thing that'll make you neglect your teeth, right? And just stay in bed, just doing fuck all, just trying to keep yourself shit, right? Keep yourself down. So, I probably shouldn't swear. I realise I have a young audience. Audience, check that out, right? They're the ones who's inspired me to make this video today, even though those little kids still keep reminding me that I used to wee myself since the age of 16. But, but I guess, also, like, for those young people in mind, I just want you to remember to think for yourselves, because if you go to school and say that the sun is white, your teacher's going to tell you you're wrong. So, you know, I guess, yeah, I want to keep this pretty short and sweet, but that's why I've been away, you know, and yeah, keep being awesome. Love you guys.